titties secure.
Oh, those fucking nips.
I know, you can see them.
Jesus Christ. This is going to be that type of show, huh?
Mary Titmus.
Mary Titmus. All right, are you
It's
ready?
the season. Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is the beginning of the show. Aw, shit. We wasn't fucking around this time. Oh, it's 2020. Everyone's fucking dying. Let's go. Katie's tits, yeah, it's Christmas Eve. Katie's tits, not milk and cookies, that is what I need. Yeah, Katie's tits, nips like pepperonis.
No.
If you put them on pizza, you can eat them with cheese. Yeah, Katie, it's Christmas time, holiday, and we suicide. Yeah, we almost killed ourselves, but we didn't. We'll talk about it. This is KDHWeebs in. Us Weebs coming back once a year. Oh, the beat fucked me up like Christmas in a nut. Nutcracker bitch. All right, that was like a fun intro, and I could keep going, but I think if I kept going, it wouldn't be as good as it just was. Yeah. KDHWeebs. Oh,
I knocked an AirPod loose with all that titty shaking.
Oh, you know I've knocked more than an AirPod loose. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to clarify that I don't have pepperoni nips. You can see them.
I can see them, and I just want to be real. Those look like tiny fucking little Sausalito rings.
Sausalito? What's a Sausalito?
I think that's a pepperoni style. Don't judge me. It's a Sausalito pepperoni.
They're like quarters. We all know it. They're like quarters when they're hard. And
all right, do I need to air? There's all sizes of pepperonis, Katie. I don't know if you're thinking like domino pepperonis that are like big ass rings like that. That's not you. You could be a tiny pepperoni, but it's still delicious. It's about the edibleness of it. That's why I bring it up.
When they're not hard, they are kind of like this. But when they're hard, they're way smaller. Isn't that interesting? Is that how boys' nipples are too?
I don't know.
We'll kind of cockeyed right now. I think because I kind of lean with it, rock with it.
Well, it's fantastic. This is the holiday Christmas 2020 episode. KDHWeebs. Woo!
White trash Christmas, baby. I wore my wife beater and my lumberjack Santa hat.
All right. So like how I know it's like Christmas. So we'll have like some Christmas themes and we'll talk some Christmas trash and shit. But how this is KDHWeebs. So we're going to get real for a while. Don't be like, this is not, we're not going to talk like all fucking Black Friday deals, the whole show. Right.
Well, Black Friday already happened. This guy loves to stoke the fire.
Oh,
what's
fuck.
Up, bro?
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry.
He's stoking and poking.
Dude, this guy, this is my Uncle Glenn. He's actually,
what up,
he's
Glenn?
my fire guy.
Damn, look at those little stockings are so cute.
And you like me? This is my new place. I really went hard on Christmas this year, if you could see.
It's cute. I don't decorate anything.
I mean, you look like you are outside on the middle of a lake in a neon Scandinavian village.
Well, I don't want anyone to find me, so try not to spill too many deets.
Yeah. So what? So what's up? Have you been MIA? Have you been on the main show? What's going on?
All right. Well, apologies to any listeners for any, duplicate information, but it's KDHWeebs. We got to catch up.
Okay.
We haven't you and I haven't fully spoken really.
Oh no. All right. If you've told the audience now that I know the audience knows more than me that you're alive and okay. Let me just tell you what my last experience with Katie was.
I have been on the main show. I missed a couple episodes here and there due to some personal nervous breakdowns, but you go ahead and tell your side.
So I'm just gonna let you know. I'm trying to scroll back up. Oh, the last gift Katie sent me was like Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. We going hard. I'm trying to go back to when it was a scary time.
Because I had disappeared from social media. Anyone knows that if my thirsty ass has disappeared, it's either because I'm about to commit suicide or That's probably the only thing people would think, right? What went through your mind?
All right.
How did you figure it out? You're going to my page to jerk off. And then you're like, what? Hold on.
Okay, so I thought I could find some text messages to like tell the story. I'm just going to tell it in my brain. So Katie's social media disappears off the face.
Everything.
Off of everything. And I'm like, okay, I know Katie. I mean, I love her to death. She'll be all right. But sometimes she's a little unstable. And like me, I know unstable. Like I can see, like it takes unstable to know unstable. You know what I'm saying?
Did it ever cross your mind that I blocked you?
Did you block me at some point?
No.
No, it didn't cross my mind because I have the ability, because if you had deleted your account, I mean, we don't need to get into it. I have other accounts to check if you had blocked me. And if you had blocked me, this wouldn't have gone forward. So I knew that you had just deleted all of your accounts. And I was like, okay. And
which I've never done before.
You've never done that? It was a never, right?
I've never deactivated.
Okay. So you deactivated, and I think the first thing I texted you was like, hey, are you feeling all right? And I didn't hear from you for a couple days. And then the next day I'm like, Katie, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. I don't really want to talk right now. And I was like, all right, I just kind of want to check in on you. She's like, some shit went down. I don't even know if you said some shit went down, but something in what you said to me alluded that something had happened that was like bigger than you, and it made me really scared for I just wanted to like protect you, but you were very like, no, I don't want to talk, Weebs. And you were like so standoffish. And I called Machete and I'm like, I just want to make sure like Katie's all right. I've been talking to Katie. She's having a moment. I just want to like let you know, Machete, that like I think something's happened with Katie. And Machete's like, no, Katie's cool. She'll be fine. I'm like, all right, Machete. And then I'm gonna be real, from that moment on, I just had to be like, I know Katie's gonna be all right. And I didn't want to be the guy who like constantly checked in on you to make sure you're okay. I thought about you a bunch. I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah, like when I'm in that place, I'm not somebody who wants to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
like I very much enjoy my alone time as it is, and I'm not very like good at communicating and checking in with people as it is, as you I'm sure know. But when like I'm super like depressed and just like I just shut everybody out. And like it got to the point where that's why I shut down on my social media. I was like, I don't want any part of anything. I don't want anyone, like I want the least people to be able to reach me as possible. I don't want to see anything. I just didn't want anything.
I mean, I know that feeling. It's a scary, as your friend and as someone who cares about you, it's like a scary place to be in, because I want to give you that space, because I want you to fucking go through. Hey, what's up, hunk? Sorry, I got distracted by my Zoom background. I wanted you to go through that space, but at the same time, I was just like, fuck, I hope she's all right. I didn't want anything to happen. I want to make sure like you had a place to live. And like, I don't know if like you got sick and you like got fired. I didn't know if you got in a car accident. I didn't know what the fuck had happened. And I just had to be like, Katie's gonna out there living her life, and I can't bother her about it, because that's the last thing she wanted. But I'm so glad when you hit me up. Was it yesterday you hit me up?
Yeah. By the way, your Zoom background is so realistic. I didn't know you could get like these ones that have like real people stoking fires and shit. That's so crazy. Is that one you have to pay for?
No, I'm just that type of hacker.
You just got it like that.
I just know how to hack.
Yeah, it was a thing. It wasn't like there was like a big event that happened or anything. It was like a bunch of things on top of each other that I was just like overwhelmed and stressed out, and like, okay, well, let me take you through it. Yeah. So when last we spoke, did I tell you where I was at, like health wise?
I had heard that you were probably having some health issues, and you were kind of, I mean, you were kind of avoiding some health issues, and maybe that had come to fruition.
Well, I was just like nauseous all the time, and like I was throwing up a lot, and like sometimes I would go on like 3, 4, or 5 day spells of like not being able to keep down like even water. and I would go to the doctor,
God, that's
and
fucking terrible.
it was horrible. And I thought, like, well, because like for over a year before, because I've been at my job, it was a year in August. But before that, for like over a year, I was just doing like freelance podcast stuff, so I didn't have insurance, so I wasn't going to the doctor. But I thought I had like an ulcer, because
Jesus, yeah.
that's kind of what like the symptoms seemed to match. So that's what I assumed. So once I got insurance, I went to the doctor, and that's kind of what we thought it was. So they put me on this medication, and things weren't getting better, and they were actually getting worse. And like I would go to urgent care, and I'd be going to work, and I'd be like throwing up every hour on the hour, or I'd
Oh
be calling
God.
in or having to work from home, and I was just like using up all my sick time. And it was just like, it was so frustrating and exhausting. And like, I just, I was like getting depressed and anxious because I just felt sick all the time. And then I started getting these headaches every day, which I'm still dealing with that. And it's been over like 4 months now of like headaches every day and like migraines once or twice a week. So I have a neurologist that we're working with that, and tried a bunch of different
Fantastic.
tried a different bunch of medications. I had like a CT scan, so she's not concerned that it's anything like serious. Um so I guess I have an appointment with her Monday, but we're probably going to switch to like Botox, because that's supposed to be like super effective for
For
migraines.
getting Botox, so like not only does it help your help
Yeah.
your brain, but like your face. It's like, well, we got to get it, so let's put it in your face. Or am I crazy? Is there Botox pills or something? I don't know.
No, 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 it's injection. So I would have to go every 3 months and get 31 injections in my forehead, neck, and
I'm
shoulders.
I'm sorry I'm laughing, but this just like
No,
I
no,
just
no.
got this idea that it sounds like some like oh these women who have migraine, let's convince them that Botox is the answer. I don't know. It
But
seems
I'd be getting it
not
from
knowing.
like,
Of course,
yeah.
you get it from doctors. I'm just being ignorant in not knowing the science, but that's an interesting
I mean, it's a common thing.
headache to Botox. Yeah.
They've been doing it for a long time. And I'm like, I mean, if we can tackle my fucking headaches and wrinkles and it's
Yeah,
covered by
that
insurance,
exactly.
I'm
Headaches,
so
wrinkles,
down. Yeah.
boom, same
And
time.
and every 3 months, rather, I'm taking 3 pills in the morning and at night for my headaches right now, and they're not working.
Oh God,
Yeah. So
that's so terrible, Katie. Are you still are you smoking a bunch of weed at all? So
no. So,
no.
so
I told Katie before the show. I was like, Katie, I'm smoking up before the show. I'm gonna get nice and toasty. And she was like, lol, okay. And I was just like, I just had this vibe. It's like Katie's not getting toasty right now.
yeah.
You could tell. So tell me
So
about it.
so I kept going back to the doctor. I'd go to urgent care, and I'd be like, listen, I'm like dehydrated. Can you give me an IV or something so I can go to work? Like, this is like really fucking up my life. Like, I can't live a normal life. I can't fucking keep like food down. Like, it wouldn't be every single day, but it would happen. Like, it was just so, it sucks. And throwing up all the time is so bad for like your throat, your teeth.
Oh,
Like,
it's terrible.
yeah.
Fuck.
Like, I literally had a bucket that I would throw up in because I was so tired of throwing up in the toilet, because it's like so
Oh
disgusting and like
no, that's
messy and ugh, whatever. So at one point my doctor was like, well, it could be from smoking weed, and I was like, oh, okay.
okay. All
Yeah,
right, doc.
sounds good. Yeah, I'm sure, because stuff they give cancer patients for nausea, I'm sure that's making me throw up. Makes a ton of sense with your medical degree. And I was like, yeah, sounds about right. But my tolerance was so crazy. Like, at this point I was taking like 800 milligrams of edibles and like not getting that high.
Whoa.
Yeah. I know.
Bro, calm down, Joey Diaz.
Right. And my tolerance would fluctuate quickly though with that. So I could take like a week or two off and then do like 1 or 200 and get high. But so then I was like doing these different studies. Like I did this like food emptying study where I had to eat these disgusting like radioactive scrambled eggs
Wait,
at the
so like
hospital.
So wait, so like medical studies where
Yeah,
you
like
get paid? Are you like
no,
Yoshi
no, not
2.0?
no, not getting paid, but they're like trying to do different things to see
Oh,
like what this
I'm
could
an
be.
idiot.
That's yeah.
I'm
So
an
like
idiot. I'm sorry.
it's okay. So I would eat these like they had me eat these radioactive eggs and then go get like a body scan every hour for 4 hours and they would see like where the
Whoa.
eggs were in my body to see if like I was digesting at a normal rate and see if that had anything to do with it. And that was normal.
Whoa.
And then I got like an endoscopy where they put a camera down your throat, but they give you anesthesia and knock you out.
No,
But my
Katie.
tolerance was so high from all the weed that the anesthesia didn't work. So they put the camera down my throat while I was awake, which was horrendous and traumatic and like one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. And they're like, good news, it's normal. And I was like, great. So I paid $300 and got fucking traumatized for nothing. And
Oh my god. So why could they just like not knock you out? They're just like, we gave you
they
as much as we
couldn't.
could.
They just kept, they're like, they kept giving me more and they're like, she's still awake. They're like, we just have to do it.
And so at that point, did you realize like my tolerance is too high? I gotta quit this for a while.
No, they were like, the doctor was like, no, I really think that, well, see, my GI doctor had like mentioned it casually that it was a possibility, but didn't really tell me what it was or go into detail about it at all. Just was like, oh, sometimes it can be the weed making you sick. And I was just like, yeah, okay. And then one of the times I went to urgent care, the doctor was like looking at my chart. He was like, well, it's, your doctor says that it's weed. And I was like, well, he mentioned it was a possibility. And he was like, no, and told me like, oh, it's this thing, cannabinoid hypermesis syndrome, where like,
Whoa. Stop the
yeah,
presses. Stop the presses. This whole thing, I've been waiting for a diagnosis, and the first diagnosis I've heard out of your mouth has the word cannabinoid. What does it? Say it again.
cannabinoid hypermesis syndrome.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a new strain. I need to fucking smoke that shit.
right. So this doctor told
Jesus
me,
Christ.
oh, you don't have to stop smoking forever. You just have to take breaks. And, so he's like, just stop smoking for 2 weeks and see if you feel better. And then I told my friend Wolfie, Wolfie?
I know of Wolfie. I don't know if I've ever met
She's a
her
comedian and she's
directly.
like a weed influencer, I guess. I
Yeah, I
told
know.
her
I know
about
of her.
it. Yeah, and she was like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "I've heard of this. It's fucking awful." And she sent me the profile of this lady, Alice Moon, who has it, who was like a big weed person, and sent me all this information on it and like these like Facebook support groups of people who have it, who like, it's not like you can take a break. It's like these people, like someone had like a CBD bath bomb and threw up for 12 days.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And so you feel like you've just been ingesting and smoking so much weed that your body has come to the point where it's just kind of starting to reject anything that comes from that plant kind of thing.
I guess so. And
Whoa.
so
Nature is fucking crazy.
I haven't smoked weed in 14 weeks. And it I haven't been throwing up, so it must be
Wow.
that.
Wow, Katie. So you haven't been throwing up and because you quit smoking weed.
And
Katie,
I literally
I'm gonna
work
quit
in a
smoking too.
weed I work
I
in a
just quit
fucking
smoking too.
cannabis distribution company.
You still work there.
Yeah.
Do they know that you've stopped smoking?
Mhm.
And everyone's supportive?
Yeah. I mean, people aren't smoking like at work, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's
I
not
didn't I
like,
didn't know what type of environment that
yeah,
was.
no, that's not allowed. So it's not like people are blowing smoke in my face or anything, but I mean, I had just bought like this dope ass like fucking dab rig. I had just gotten this Jaws dab rig that was so fucking sick.
I just got this fucking hand blown blast shark dab rig. So sick.
I had
Oh my
so much
god.
weed and different products. I've given Ernie so much stuff.
Lucky Ernie.
Yeah. So, and then I've been trying to lose weight, not very successfully, but I was like, well, I'm going to not drink because I'm not, you know, I'm trying to lose weight. So I haven't been drinking for like 10 weeks.
Don't fuck with me. If you want to not lose weight, salad, fish, and water. Boom. Done. Lost. Gone.
Salad, fish, and water. Is that what you said?
Fish, those are the three things you need. That's what I said. Salad, fish, and water. That's all you need to survive. Eat those three things as much as you want, and you're gonna lose weight. Forget about it.
You're drinking a margarita.
I'm also a fucking hyper food scientist, and I know how to fucking crack the code of weight loss. No, I'm currently in a rapid weight loss of myself, and I am drinking a margarita, but I've only been eating like fruits and vegetables and lean protein for like what seven weeks now, and
Oh,
I
that's a
feel
lot of weeks.
I feel pretty good. You know, my skin's super cleared up. I'm not standing on the scale because I'm trying not to do that. Last time I lost a bunch of weight, I stood on the scale like 5 times a day, and it became like a
That is too many times.
Oh yeah, but I would figure out like what this did and what that did, and I knew it all. But right now, I'm just trying to take care of myself and love myself at every weight, so I don't really want to step on the scale. It's important.
So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. But anyways, so I was like super sick, feeling miserable. Work was really stressful. We fired a ton of people during the pandemic, so
oh my god, wait. So you had to tell people, I know you have nowhere else to go or no other job to do. But you can't work here.
Well, they're gonna get unemployment, so they're like, it was fine. But I was doing basically like multiple jobs then. And so, yeah, I mean, work was stressful. I felt sick all the time. My anxiety and depression were super bad. And then I quit smoking, and all that like piled up at once. And I was just like, fuck. And I just needed to take a break from everything.
Let me ask you from the timeline of like when I was trying to get a hold of you, what was that in the whole scheme of thing? Where was that at?
Probably.
Had you stopped smoking weed yet at that point?
I think so.
Whoa. So like I was that out of the I'm just trying to figure out how out of the loop I was, because let me tell you what I thought was going on. I thought you were like, are you, because I had asked you questions through text. Are you okay? Are you gonna lose your job? And you were like, I might lose my job. And I was like, what could have happened that made her this upset where she lost her job?
I was in like the first week or two of not smoking then.
Yeah.
Because things were shaky at work, and I was in such a bad mood and so depressed that I was just like being real nasty to people, like upper management, like upper management, like.
Jesus, Katie, just getting fucking raw. Well, let me tell you what I thought. I thought you had. This is a terrible thought, but I thought you had like gotten in a car accident you totaled your car and someone else's car, and you were just like, or some type of life event had happened to you that you didn't want to talk about, that like might prevent you from like losing your job. And I was like, oh shit, that's what I had thought. I'm saddened to hear it was your health issues. I'm glad you're getting help, and I'm glad you're feeling better.
But nothing like that.
Fuck, I was super scared because you're a fucking ratchet hoe. I thought you were out there. Yeah. Maybe you got a DUI. I didn't know what had happened.
No. Nothing like that. But yeah, taking a break from social media was really good for me because I had like a real unhealthy relationship with it. I was like,
don't even get me started. You want to talk about unhealthy socials? We could talk about me all day.
Yeah, straight up addicted, very much seeking validation. Still, like, I'm still that thirsty bitch, but I took a break and I stayed away for a couple months probably. And I'm really only back on Instagram because Facebook I don't have any interest in reactivating right now. Twitter I try to reactivate and they act like they don't know me and I never existed. But Instagram, I literally go on like once a week. Like I usually check on like Sundays. I haven't been on in 2 weeks now. Whoa. Yeah.
Well.
And I don't look at stories. I don't scroll. I just check my DMs.
Let me tell you, before this, I went to. This is just telling you part of my Instagram neuroses. I went to my own story and I looked at it and I was like, no, Katie hasn't really looked at my story. She doesn't give a fuck. But then
I haven't looked at a story since I've been back on Instagram. Not one.
And that's a good metric for me, because personally, I don't have a lot of. This is a sad fucking thing. In my fucking weird head this year, I haven't had a lot of like interaction with people. You know, it's hard to fucking reach out. The amount of people I've tried to reach out to this year who like haven't texted me back or fucking don't answer emails, and I'm just trying to fucking it's like disheartening. It's like it really hurts me on a. I don't even want to talk about it, but just what was it? What was what was I gonna say?
Your social media shit.
Oh, my social media. So then my social media this year, I haven't talked to a lot of people. I just like I'm this weird like artistic emotional guy, and I share these weird stories, and I just like want to know who cares about my stories. And then I look at who looked at my story. All right, who looked at my next one? All right, this person I care about, they dropped off on this one. Why did they drop off on that one? And why didn't they go to the next one? What didn't they like about this one? And
That's
it's
super
so
unhealthy.
so unhealthy. I hate it, and I'm working on it. It's not really running my life like it used to be, but it has in the past. This year especially, being super depressed and lonely, it's been really hard.
I've completely changed my whole perspective on social media when I took a break, because it took that to like break my addiction, and now I just like I care so little that I don't even bother. I can't even hardly bring myself to look at my own messages, much less anyone else's posts. Like I
Right.
don't, I just don't care, like, because it's all fake. It's
Yeah.
toxic and it's fake. Your shit's fake, my shit's fake, what everyone else is posting is fake. We're just posting lies and like what we want other people to think our
I
life
I would
is,
I would
and
I would
we're
definitely
just trying
say
to
I
get.
wouldn't call it. I would say in my same opinion of people saying like there's so many fake people in LA. I don't think there's fake people in LA. I just think Instagram brings the worst out in people because yes, it's a like this curated vision of who you want to portray to everyone. So
Yeah,
that's not necessarily fake, but what that is just it's not
it's fake.
reality.
It's
It's not
fake.
reality.
The people aren't
Wouldn't
fake, but
call it. I wouldn't.
what we're putting out there is fake because not real.
I mean, I just don't understand. Like, I take a picture of my face and it's my face, and I didn't put a filter on it. How's that fake? I'm just getting some things. Just I don't know. I'm
Because
confused.
it's we're just putting, it's so dumb. We're just putting shit out there for attention and validation, and I'm still gonna do it. I'll probably post something fucking tonight because I actually put on makeup for like the 5th time since March, and I'm like, whatever. My nips are showing, and you know what? I need some attention and validation. So
I mean, I was
why do
about
you
to say like
why do you post
attention.
stuff?
I I think I post stuff because my brain is constantly brewing in ideas and emotions, and I constantly have a need to want to share that with other people. And it's kind of gross that technology and society and human ingenuity has brought me to a point where I can take that impulse and use something that is kind of like a rudimentary tool to really share like a good idea. And like what does it come? I have a feeling, so I like Google the feeling and find an image that like maybe has like a strange meaning to me, and then I post it, and everyone that looks at it then doesn't know what the fuck I was thinking. No, it's just this weird fucking picture that might, I don't know. So
But if you post a selfie, why are you posting a selfie?
all right, so
What's your goal?
when I post a selfie, I think I I am. This is really. I'm drinking a margarita, so I'm not gonna cry during this. I'm like
I'm not trying to make you
not
cry.
that
I'm like
emotional.
really trying to just like get into it
Break it down.
because
No, this
yeah.
is breaking it down. So when I like post a picture of my face, I really like I'm. I guess I'm just feeling like I wish someone wanted to see my face right now, and I did cry a
Cuz
little bit. I felt that
cuz you want
emotion a little
somebody
bit.
cuz you
I
want
want I
somebody
want the
to like it.
validation. I want someone to
Yeah.
like my fucking face.
That's why
I and like
everyone is posting stuff.
and it's so hard for me to like it's kind of hard sometimes to look in the mirror and like my own fucking face, and like whenever I do, I like really I like find a good what I call it a good angle or just like a good feeling or moment, and I just want to fucking share my face. Maybe someone else likes my face in this moment. And I guess like it is weird. What do I need? So what should I share? Should I share only success? Should I share only art? Should I share only like moments of my life that I've recorded? What the fuck is the tool for? What the fuck is, And so
Yeah.
it's confusing.
When
It's
I share when I post a picture of me, there's a filter. It's fucking I'm adjusting settings. I'm the angle is making me look like I have less chins than I have. It's not That's not how I look like when you see me in person. Like that's why I ended up like I got off all of dating apps because people will be like, "Oh my god, you're so pretty," and I was like, "That shit is fake." And I was like, "I'm so much fatter and uglier in person." I'm like, "You better lower your expectations because that like I would straight up say that is all filters. That is what I." And they're like, "Oh yeah," haha." I'm like, "I'm not trying to like." I'm not being like jokey, self-deprecated. I'm like, then I was like, why am I on here? Because I won't even meet anybody in person. Because I'm like, you're not gonna look at that and then be happy with what shows up.
ugh,
So I was like,
I know
I'm just gonna
exactly how you
get,
feel.
yeah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get to a place where I'm happy with me and that what I present does match, and that then I do feel fine meeting so like, and I don't even like. It's not like I don't even want to meet someone. Like I'm not trying to date someone. I just want to fuck. But
I love. Not only was the quote perfect, but like the slight pauses and timing between words. Oh, it was beautiful.
So I don't know, and plus it's a pandemic and shit.
Oh
And
no, the fucking, especially
this
the
year
pandemic
so
has.
stupid.
Oh, it's made me. I don't know how about everybody else, but it's like made me just particularly like, what the fuck is your life about? Who the fuck are the people around you? What the fuck are you gonna do with your fucking limited time as a human being? Like, I don't know. The pandemic has done a lot of that shit to my brain, and maybe it's because I've spent so much time alone. I
Well,
don't
and
know,
when
but
you're
fuck,
talking about
that's
people
fucked.
not like getting back to you and responding as much as you want, like I think something you need to keep in mind is like
Everyone's got
th-
their own shit. I
people.
I
Yeah,
know
this
that.
year has fucked people up. Like,
Oh, totally. I understand that. But like, and I don't put it on anyone for that. I don't know
yeah,
if I said that in that moment, but I definitely don't put it on anyone that I tried to reach out and contact. I know everyone's going through their own shit and everyone's fucking dealing with them. So like, I'm just feeling even more alone in knowing that like nobody has time for me because everyone's dealing with their own shit. And that's
yeah,
just like, it's not their fault. It's just kind of what is right now. And
and I
it's
can't
super
tell you how
fucking.
many times somebody's texted me and I've been like driving or in line, like grocery shopping or doing something, and I'm like, I'll get back to this, and then I totally forget.
It happens. I know.
But the other thing is like it's hard for me. I'm like a I'm not a normal person. I know this comes as a
Oh,
shock to
I
you.
love it, Katie. You're the best type of person, whatever type of person you are. You're the only type I love.
I don't get lonely.
Well, tell me about that. What does that mean?
I don't ever
Can
feel
I
lonely.
can I have some of that, please? I feel
Yeah,
lonely.
like
I feel lonely constantly when people are actually like me.
like I when people when I want to I want to live alone so bad. Like I don't I love my friends, but I almost never want to hang out with them. I love the pandemic because of social distancing and because I have an excuse. Like, I love not having to go anywhere. I've been working from home. That's amazing. I don't miss human interaction. Like, I do the podcast twice a week with those fucking retards. That's good enough for me. I call my family. I'll text people once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's
Like,
like
so, and I,
such the opposite of me right now, that like the pandemic has brought me to a point where like, all right, now you're only in this box. I know you've only been in this tiny room in this tiny box for your whole life, but now that like you can't really leave this box, what does this box mean that you're in? What does it
uh,
mean to leave this box? What does it mean to make the box bigger? Who's inside your box with you? It
no one's inside my box, but I have
Oh
a
baby.
real nice
I mean, do we want to get into
USB
love life?
chargeable friend.
We can get into love lives
But
if we need to.
that's like why, I know people are like really struggling with the whole you can't see people and I'm alone and all this stuff, and I like it's like I want to be like, yeah, I get it, but I don't get it because I'm like, God, I love being alone. It's so dope.
That's
Like I
so.
love being by myself. It's my it's my
Uh,
favorite
Can I
thing. When I
can
have
I
to
ask
go
you?
somewhere and actually be with someone, I'm like, oh, how can I get out of this? How long do I have to be there? How can I
Can
leave?
I can I ask you a question? And it don't like take. I'm not taking it personally. I
Yeah.
just like want to know. So, being the type of person you are, what made it yesterday where you're like, I want to record the Weebs, which feels like a step out of that comfort zone that maybe
Because
you
I
like.
don't have to go anywhere. I don't
Yeah.
have to have you here. Like,
Nice. Okay. Got it. Got it.
it's
Got it.
just
Cool. Cool.
like it's the perfect kind of interaction. I'm in my bed, you're at your place, we're creating content, we're having
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah.
Can laugh, you can cry.
Oh yeah. Of course. Always. As always.
The fans love it. I can show my nips. You know,
Those things are popping out. I mean, let me tell you, the clips that are going to come out of this episode. The last time we did a show, my mom unfollowed me on
oh,
Instagram.
that's right. That's right.
Hell yeah!
After that clip, I was like, be honest, you ever jerk off to me?
And I was like, yeah, my mom unfollowed me, and like she was so sad. It was a thing we had to go through, and I had to be
That's
like,
why
Mom, I'm
my
gonna
parents
post
don't
things like
follow
that again.
me. Yeah. Listen,
God.
Mrs. Weebs, your son got sexual needs, and guys fantasize about me, like not hot ones, but
I want to jerk off on Katie's tits.
come on, Mrs. Weebs. You know you would get up in these if you had the chance. You know you want to put your Mrs. Weebs face in between these bazonks.
God. I'm so glad she doesn't know how to listen to this. Oh.
Uncle Glenn, get in here.
Oh yeah, Uncle Glenn be poking this fire straight up.
He
That's
wants to
what's good.
poke him between these titties,
All right,
okay?
so let's talk about
Oh,
something more raunchy. So, what's up,
okay.
Glenn? 2020. So you did?
My
Have
nips
you
get
hooked
hard
up with
when I do that.
anyone during the pandemic? Have you
No,
like
I've
invited any dudes over to be like, "Yo, are you
nope,
fucking clean, dog? Come
nope.
over with a fucking space helmet on and just use his dick, you know?"
Uh-oh, I lost an AirPod. Hold on.
Boom.
No, I fucked one person this year,
Okay.
and I had the unfortunate experience of actually really liking them, which I wasn't expecting because that like never happens to me.
Yeah.
And he ended up going home for what was supposed to be like a week and then moving back.
Oh, that's every single person that I've ever known who has come to Los Angeles. I've heard that story. They're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go home for like a couple weeks," and they're like, "Actually, I'm not gonna come back until everything is okay."
But
And
this
so,
was like right before this was like January, so
oh, so he bitched out before COVID.
yeah.
Oh, all right. That's a bitch move.
Yeah.
That's a bitch move.
And it's probably for the best because if he had stayed, we probably would have like been in a relationship, and I wasn't in a place to be in one. That wasn't what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Like there have been like honestly 3 people in my 5 years here that I've actually cared about or had any interest in, and they all moved within like the first week or 2.
Oh, after meeting you, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
The first, so like you meet someone and then they're like, "Oh, I'm out of LA. I'm done with this city."
The first one was like already planning on moving the next day.
Oh, your timing is terrible. So
The
you're bad
second
at you're bad at timing.
Yeah, the second one, his ex-girlfriend was like, guess what, I'm pregnant.
Oh, so now he's taking care of that little
Oh no, she was lying. And they've had a tumultuous on and off relationship ever since. And he'll hit me up from time to time still. And
during a
actually
pandemic trying to hit you up being like, "Yo, let me come and get in that non-COVID
he's back in
booty."
Seattle now. And he like even a couple months ago we were texting, and then I texted him one night and he was back with her, and she started texting me from his phone, and I could tell, but she was
What?
texting me as him, and I could tell she was fishing.
Creepy.
And I said, oh, I got it, you're back with that psycho cunt. And she started going off, and she started calling and calling and calling. I was just like, ignore. She's like, you pathetic slut. I was like, all right, bitch, and just block.
Oh, Katie,
Yeah.
that's some fucking real housewife shit. I love it. So
But
so then you've just been in your fucking closet, all up with your fucking Adam and Eve collection.
yeah, I mean, like a couple weeks ago, I watched a guy jerk off on Google Hangouts, but that's pretty much the extent.
Nice.
Yeah, I just got my
Oh,
my premium Snapchat going, and that's actually why I came back to Instagram. Really, is to advertise that because no one knows,
that's what this show is all about. This is just to plug your fucking premium Snapchat.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
gonna,
much.
I'm gonna be real with you. I finally, in the past week and a half, I've gone on to OnlyFans for the first time to be like, what the fuck is?
Really?
Yeah, I've never been on OnlyFans before, so I logged on, just be like, all right,
What's the
what the fuck
deal?
I gotta do?
Yeah, I've never checked it out. I feel like I've been hearing a lot of people are doing it where they're not actually doing, like, I heard Michael B. Jordan's joining OnlyFans, but it's just gonna be
Exactly.
like behind the scenes, or like I I still I'm still mad
Let-
at Bella
let-
Thorne, honestly, for what she
I,
did.
I
I
think
think
she
that's
fucked it up for
terrible.
everybody. No, OnlyFans. I mean, I think it's an interesting platform where people can independently sell content. Because, like, yeah, fucking, you subscribe for like $5 a month, but then they're like, hey, here's a video of me deep throating this 12-inch cock, and it costs $15. I'm like, I've never paid for any of the premium content.
Oh.
But like that's how all of these girls are like upselling. They're like, yeah, you log into me, and all of their like feeds are kind of nothing. For all like the
See
dirty content you're looking for, you're not gonna get that with a subscription.
how mine works. My premium Snapchat is $20 a month, and I post a story just about every day.
Okay, so I mean,
It's
what's
either
the
it's a picture or a video, and then you can buy custom content or savable stuff, or there's a $50 per month level where you get to save 2 stories of your choice per month.
how,
I'll send them to you.
baby? How custom we talking here?
It depends.
What I mean, what's your production value looking? Are you just shooting with the iPhone camera? We got a fucking
Yeah,
we don't got a Red Dragon in the studio. What's up?
I don't know what that means.
It's a red 6K Red Dragon. It's a fancy camera.
No,
Well,
I
I'm
got a
excited,
Mevo
Katie.
Plus.
So you're not doing any more podcast producing this year remotely?
No, I don't have the time.
Got it. Feel you. Well, all
Yeah.
right. So
So,
that's your love life, and then other than that, you just been vibrating away, just in quarantine.
bzzz.
Bzzz. All right. Fuck.
Speaking of premium Snapchat, something really upsetting came up last week on the show. Machette follows a bunch of snap hoes. He doesn't pay for any of them, but he follows how they're always like they have their like promo accounts
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and then they post each other. Apparently this is so disgusting. I'm only laughing because I'm so uncomfortable.
Okay.
Apparently these bitches are out here fucking dogs and horses.
What? What
Yeah.
like on
Yeah.
Snapchat?
Yeah.
That's what 2020 has come to.
Yeah.
How is that? How are people not just screen recording that and them getting arrested for bestiality?
That's what I'm saying. So he sent me the link because I want to report
He
them.
sent you the link?
He sent me the link because I want to report it, but I haven't been able to bring myself to click it because I really don't want to see it.
What if Ernie's just trolling you? He's like, "Yeah, this is a girl fucking a dog." It's just some.
I
link
don't
of,
think he is. I don't think he
I don't
is.
think. I don't think he would be. He's not that type of.
But isn't that horrifying on many levels?
Yeah,
Like,
that's.
like he said, they're
Oh.
sucking the dog's dicks
Ugh.
and literally like having the dogs penetrate them. And he said one girl was doing it with a horse.
That's not cool. Snapchat needs to chill. Snapchat
Right?
needs to talk to TikTok and be like, "Yo, what are you doing, TikTok? Let me get some of that TikTok mojo, because that ain't it, Snapchat."
My proposal was that there should be something called the Mr. Hands clause. Do you remember that video?
I is that the one where a guy like he had sex with a horse so much that he died?
Yes,
Okay, I've never seen it, but I've heard about it.
I saw it. Oh, it haunts me to this day. I saw it years and years ago. I remember hearing about it on Talking Shit, and I looked it up,
Of
and
course.
I almost passed out. Like it made me lightheaded and like physically ill. Okay, and the guy
Ugh.
filming it was like, oh, so bad. Okay, if you do this with an animal, you have to die.
Oh no, that's fucking
That's
animals
Mr.
are
Hand's
like, oh,
claws.
dude,
That's so abusive and horrible.
I live with a
Even if
pit
the
bull right now, and it's like
I
the
had
sweetest fucking dog. Like it's like kind of mean looking dog, but it's the nicest dog I've ever met in my whole life.
I fostered two pit bulls, and they were the sweetest little angels, and they
Yeah,
had huge dicks, and one of them would suck his own dick all the time, and it was horrifying.
like
And
suck it or just kind of lick.
he would lick it, but I was just like,
I
I would
just
be in
pictured a dog suck it. It was weird.
I would be in my bed, and they would sleep on the floor, and I would hear the licking, and I knew, and I would look over, and I would be like, Blue, come on, like.
Oh, that's terrible. But I want to get a pit bull puppy so bad.
Just like, and it's not just like one girl, it's like apparently a bunch of these girls are doing it.
Oh, I
So
mean,
it's like
this sounds terrible. Can we
it's
stop
like a
talking about it?
trend.
It's
It's
so
like a
bad.
trend.
Oh, they're like, oh, everyone's fucking dogs now. Everyone's fucking okay. We're all doing it, and they just jumped in the dog fucking game.
Yeah.
That's so not okay with me. I don't, but I don't want to believe Ernie. If he's
I believe
tricking
it.
us,
And I think that these girls should be publicly shamed and arrested.
I mean, that's fucking disgusting, and they need to go to jail.
And guys are paying for this, and they're jerking off to it.
I don't know who would ever want to jerk off to that.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel bad for the dog. I hate the woman involved. Fuck all of that.
There's so many levels of things you have to go through to get to that. It's so upsetting. I want to cyberbully them and like try to get them to kill themselves, but oh no.
Yo, what?
What happened to your background?
I don't know.
You're just a solid blue.
We just had to readjust. We're good now.
Okay. There we go.
Oh God, no! It's so. Can I tell you about how my 2020 love life has been?
Yes.
All right. How many? All right. On all of my fingers and toes, and you can use your fingers and toes. So like combined our fingers and toes, how many girls do you think I've slept with this year?
Do we need to use anybody's fingers and toes?
No. I thought I was gonna give you
that was nice of you to throw them out there, though, as if
it's like it might be over 10, so we don't just need my hands. Maybe we can use your hands too. No,
yeah.
It's been I can't. I mean, last 2019, at some point in like the end of summer. It's been a long time, but also. Fucking, I can't meet strangers this year. I don't want to meet a fucking stranger.
Yeah,
I don't have a bunch of like.
Where would you meet a stranger?
Well, let me tell you, I did do some bumbling this year during COVID. Some bumbling and Tindering. Tinder was just a hot dumpster fire this year.
Well, last time we recorded, you were getting all kinds of nudes.
Oh yeah, that girl. I'm not on speaking terms with her anymore.
You want to get into that?
No, she just kind of drifted off, and I think she has a husband and children.
Oh, that's nice.
That I never knew about. So that's how that turned out, and it's just good. All it was this weird fucking Snapchat relationship. But now, all right. So then I was like, I just want to like talk to people, and I want to like connect with someone, and maybe just fucking someone who wants to hear about my day, and I'll hear about their day.
Where's Glenn? I'm worried about him.
Oh, you don't even want to hear about me. You're worried about my Zoom background, Katie. Glenn's not real.
I know, but I just.
So, all right.
I knew he wasn't real when he never turned to look at my titties. Go ahead.
Long story short, I did meet a girl on Bumble recently. And like we were chatting a bunch, and then we were talking a bunch, and then we were FaceTiming a bunch for like a solid 3.5 weeks before Thanksgiving, but then I just kind of got like this weird ghost energy where like
You
she
think
kind of
she's dead?
I think she's dead. No, I would just like her and she wouldn't text me back for hours and hours, and then she'd be like, sorry, I was busy, I'll call you later if I can. Would never call me later. She's done that like 3 or 4 times, and it's just like it was the kind of energy where like she doesn't want to talk to me anymore but doesn't want to tell me that, and it's just making me super sad.
Were nudes exchanged?
No nudes were exchanged. It was like she's like a I don't know, she's like a real fucking artsy natural fucking we shared poetry with one another, and like it was you would hate her.
She
But
sounds like a real granola Birkenstock bitch.
I she's actually not. She's actually I don't want to tell you what she does for a living, but she's like opposite of fancy. She's like half granola, Birkenstocks in the woods, half fucking fanciest bitch you've ever seen. And she's I don't know. I was really into her, and then she ghosted me, and it like threw me into a weird depression. I'm kind of coming out of it, kind of still in it.
Take
You know
a
what I'm saying?
screenshot of us.
All right. Had to throw my fucking Brad Pitt face.
Okay, around Thanksgiving. Well, that's very recent.
Oh no,
That's
it's
a
been
week ago.
recent. No, it's still like and I don't know. She just and then I'm just kind of learning about myself. I think I just need someone who like wants to fucking communicate.
When was the last communication?
That we had. She hit me up like earlier today on Instagram stories, but that was like the first time in like 5 days.
Okay.
But like before when we were talking a bunch, and like I was gonna fucking break COVID for this girl. Like I was gonna fucking leave my little bubble and go up to meet her and see her and possibly die.
Where does she live?
I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want anyone to figure out who she is.
How would anyone figure out where she is? Does she live in a town population 1?
She lives up north. She lives in like Ventura area, a little bit north of that.
Okay.
So she doesn't live like in, and so I was gonna have to go to see someone, and I don't know. And then I just never got that opportunity, and she never really gave me attention, and it's like making me kind of self-conscious, but then kind of not really need anybody. So I'm kind of into it, but also sad about it. And I just want to shoot myself in the face. You're so uninterested.
That's extreme. No. I'm thinking of a poem.
Please tell me a poem. This is a perfect time for you to do a poem
for her.
Perfect.
Okay. Roses are red. Violets are blue. You stupid fucking bitch. I would have gotten COVID for you.
Oh.
That's why I looked uninterested. I was in my head thinking of a poem.
That was for how fucking poetic I've tried to be. That was like somehow way more poetic than I could ever be, Katie. Katie, I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad you're back.
Never underestimate a classic. Roses are red, violets are blue.
So good. So 2021, do you have any I mean, we could talk about the holidays. This is a holiday episode. Do you have any holiday plans?
I'm going home to the hotbed of COVID, Wisconsin.
You're going home to Wisconsin?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Oh. Why are you doing that?
I haven't been home for Christmas in a couple of years.
Actually, I would just say maybe go next summer.
Well, it's too late.
Oh, God.
My mom and I are speaking again.
Oh, okay. I've been speaking to your mom again too. That's great.
How is she? Are you guys sexting? You know, did she leave you on red? Because she does have red receipts.
Oh, dude. Oh no. See. Oh,
here you are, Glenn. You fucking bastard.
Fucking Glenn. He threw some new logs on. You see that shit? He's
Glenn, you're fat.
Glenn loves you, Katie.
Not enough to give me any attention.
No, and see, once this girl started like waiting 7 hours to text me back, she turned read receipts on purpose, so I would know that she read that shit. Oh. And then like, oh yeah, I read it, but I'm gonna take fucking 8 hours to get back to you.
That's awful. Well,
yeah, it's like kind of painful.
Though, when did that happen?
Oh, that happened like like 2 days, couple days before Thanksgiving.
Okay, well, because I had a thing happen a few weeks ago when like there was an Apple update when I updated my phone. I was texting my sister and she was like, "Your red receipts are on," and I was like, "What?" Because I always have those off. It's a huge fear of mine for people to know when my messages have been read.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the fuck? Thank you for telling me. And I went to my settings and it was toggled off. And I had to toggle it on and then toggle it back off.
That's fucked up. I think that must have happened to me too, because then there was, and the only reason I bring this up, there was this one time that we were texting where she was like, "Oh, you turned the read receipts on for me," and I was like, "No, I didn't." And she sent me a screenshot that I had sent her a read receipt,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, "Well, I don't know. Maybe it was like I got the text on my phone on my watch, and I accidentally tapped mark as read. I didn't know what had happened."
Okay, see? And then I was texting one of my other
Yeah.
friends and I was like, and then hers just turned on. I was like, just so you know, yours just turned on. She was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? And then she sent me a screenshot from her settings and she said they're off. And I said, turn them on and then turn them back off because this happened to me. So I'm just saying, maybe she updated her phone and that
I
happened
mean,
because, and I was pissed because I'm like, I was so glad.
I hope she updated her phone and she's not just trying to stick daggers into my
Yeah,
depression.
I was so glad my sister told me because that is some fuckery.
Some
Steve Jobs, you dead son of a
fuckery.
bitch.
Yeah.
You can't be and like, oh, you can't be doing that to a bitch because I a lot of times I look at something and I'm gonna respond later, or like maybe I am texting a dude and I see it and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna respond right this second, like, or I'm like getting to the shower or something
Yeah.
and I don't want it to be like read immediately, and then I respond like, come on, just like let me have some fucking privacy. That's
I mean,
my life.
this just
That's
makes
my
me think
ring
about
light.
like, you look fucking sexy, Katie. I fucking have missed you so much. That cute smile you've always had, your pepperoni nips, your amazing fucking. All right, they're not pepperonis. What would you like me to compare your nipples to?
Um,
If not pepperonis, even though that's my favorite one and the one that we both know, I will always be using in my heart.
quarters.
Quarters?
Mm-hmm.
Can we call them silver dollars? Because I just like
Silver
how
dollars
it's.
are big.
Come on, let's roll with this shit. Silver dollars, baby.
Um,
Silver dollars, baby.
they're smaller. They're small enough to be covered by an I voted sticker because did you see that video that briefly premiered on Instagram?
Oh, dude, I might have shared it to all my Reddit friends on Discord.
That sounds like a lie.
It was supposed to sound like a lie.
So you didn't see
It's.
it?
I know. I remember seeing it, but I didn't shave it and save it and share it or anything. I
Well,
shaved it.
Instagram removed it rather quickly.
Dude, I have been seeing a plethora of people just hating on platforms and how much censorship is going on different platforms, and it's kind of creeping me out a little bit.
Let a bitch live.
Yeah, I mean, what's the fucking problem? Like, OnlyFans needs to merge with Instagram. They should be the same app. Why is Instagram got to be so fucking PG?
Only
Why the
grams.
why the fuck can't Pepsi Cola and fucking Starbucks buy advertisements on like gaping videos? Why can't they
Pepsi,
do that?
Pepsi, Coca Cola. Let's all get on. Like, let's all be on the same team here.
I just I don't quite understand censorship. Other countries that kind of have it figured out. England,
Yeah, in Europe
BBC.
you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
What have you eaten? Are you eating anything? You should just eat salad, fish, and water, like I told you.
What did I eat today? I can't remember.
All right. So when you go to the store, this is what you buy. You buy 10 cans of tuna fish,
Oh my
right?
God. I'm not doing your diet. I eat salad every day. I've been eating a lot of salad.
Just eat salads every day, and you'll be fine. If you eat salads every day for 9 months, you'll feel better.
I've just been off, Thanksgiving. Since Thanksgiving I've been off the rails, but I'll get back on.
Well, if you ever need help and motivation in the area, I'll fucking I'll I'll bust you open. Do I need to bust you open? I'll bust you open,
Ugh.
Katie. Katie, I'll bust you
I
open.
don't enjoy what you just said.
Katie, if you ever need motivation, I will bust you open.
That's so horrifying. No wonder your mom unfollowed you.
No, my mom does not like me anymore. It's it's important though. I think it was necessary for the both of us.
For you to bust it open, bust it wide open.
No, for me and my mom to be not on speaking terms for a while.
You know, sometimes you need that cleanse. I took a 2-year one with my mom, and look at us now. The Kathleen's are back and better than ever.
Well, it's so good to see you, Katie. I have so many wonderful plans for 2021. It's going to be a fantastic year. You know, maybe I shouldn't. I'm not trying to like crack the bag open. This is not the place to like reveal all my secrets. But I have shows ready. I have some music coming. I have some art coming. I'm changing an aesthetic.
Wow.
You know, we're doing a big rebrand. It's gonna be a good year. Joe's Movies is coming back. Tom's Blueberries is coming back.
Whoa.
Fucking, we might even have a morning show. I might be looking for a co-host. You know, we'll talk about it.
It was like the Nick Jr. thing. Remember Face? Burr, burr, burr. Face here. Speaking of shows, have you watched anything good lately? I'm looking for a new binger.
Let me tell you, ever since quarantine, I have a real hard time watching anything that's not YouTube. It's been fucking me up. Like, I have a hard time because I know there's good content and I've been watching these shows that are really good, but it's just been hard for me to focus on one piece of content for 45 minutes. And I don't know what that is.
You just go in an endless YouTube hole.
I've been, I don't know what this year, it's just like been hard for me to like sit down and like play a video game for more than 30 minutes or
Glenn, the
watch
fire
like
is
2
fine,
episodes.
you fuck.
I knew you were going to love that guy. The moment I noticed him in the video, I was like, oh, this shit is fire.
I mean, he stokes it way too much. Their timing
He's into
is...
it. I was thinking whoever produced this video, like, why the poker guy? Like, you guys didn't need that guy. Katie, how long have we been recording for? Are people even listening anymore?
I doubt it. It's, you know, I think I really droned on about my health for quite too much.
Let me say, I'm happy to know. I don't know if the audience had already heard all that stuff. I appreciated knowing it.
I don't know how long we've been going. I think you have all the deets and the...
I don't see a number anywhere. I just see it says recording.
Yeah.
And Zoom information. I don't know.
Zoom.
Well, Katie, it's time to wrap it up. This has been
another picture of us.
Oh shit! All right, one more. All right, Katie, it's time to wrap it up. I love you. I miss you. I can't wait to hang out with you in person.
Yeah.
I have some exciting plans for myself that I would love you to be a part of upcoming in 2021. Sick. And so yeah, you know, I love you. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're fucking feeling better. Are you drinking at all these days?
No, it's been 10 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was. I thought we talked about smoking. I don't know if we brought up alcohol. I was just being.
We did. Wow. Sometimes I feel like you don't listen to me. You're probably thinking of a poem in your head during that part.
Roses are red, violets are great. Katie's tits, the pepperonis, get a. I eat them bitches, dog. I'll eat those pepperoni nipples until I'm fucking dead. Katie, HDWeebs for life.
Ew.
I love. All right, $50. My mistake.
No, not $50. Let's call them. Oh fuck! I can't think of anything. That's a good representation.
All right. Well, we'll figure one out, and we'll do another one of these episodes soon enough.
Merry White Trash Christmas.
Merry White Trash Christmas, everybody. All right. I've canceled the recording.
Well, I'm going to cancel it too.